I miss Kong? Did I miss Kong? I miss Kong. Fuck me. All right. So here. So here's the play. Okay. Here's the play. I think that this live action Netflix series is good. I think it's really good, actually. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest action I've seen. For me, the Rurouni Kenshin trilogy, I think is the best. Yeah, I want to say that to me, the Rurouni Kenshin trilogy is like the greatest, but at the same time, it's a movie series, right? The movie series versus a Netflix show, very different, and the scale of Kenshin is very, very different. What? Apparently, Oda wasn't too keen on adding Garp's plot to LA first, and took quite a lot of persuading, which I think was good to influence the season. Okay, hold on. I don't want to. Let me not try and get underfocused right now because I'm gonna get scatterbrained easily. I'm gonna XQC real soon, so let me just fucking. Oh, chat. Let me try. Wow. No, okay. So, I would say when it comes to a show, all right. When it comes to a show, this I think is the best anime adaptation I've ever seen of a series right now. I think that this show is like an 8.5 to a 9. I think it's really good. I think it's really, really strong. I want to say a 9, but I would say 8.5. 8 on the low end. So the lowest I'll give is an 8. Comfortably an 8.5. Comfortably. Because I think that you have to consider the fact that you have 8 episodes to cover the entirety of the East Blue Saga. The East Blue Saga, I think, is around like 60 some odd chapters, something like that, right? And like 50 plus some odd episodes. It's really, 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 really long. I think that the biggest turnoff is going to be people that are One Piece fans that want the live action material to stick as closely as possible to the canon material. I think that this would be the biggest gripe. Just how, like, I remember, I think it was, it wasn't Liam. I think it was O'Hara. O'Hara, not Library of O'Hara, O'Hara, the YouTuber. He talked about, like, episode 1062, Zoro Piece, and how, like, he liked it a lot, but it felt like he was watching One Piece. Like, it was a whole different series, right? There's going to be issues that are going to have issues with, I think, the live action in of itself, because they change up so much compared to the actual canon material. That's so, but to me, going into it, I already have I already knew that they're gonna do a lot of changes, and I would say that the settings are really, really good. Episodes 6 through 8 were just as good, if not better. I think episode 8 was really, really good. Episode 7 I thought was like, episode 7 is good, man. Episode 7 is good, bro. Wow. Yeah, okay, so here's what I say, right? I would say that this is probably at minimum, I'm gonna say 9, I'm gonna say 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Because the acting I thought was fun. That's the thing about the show they have to kind of realize. The show is, and the series at large, is made for ultimately fun. Yeah, it's serious moments, tear-jerking moments, a lot of moments that really hit the soul. Deeper things, like when it comes to certain like thoughts of justice, what makes a marine, what makes a pirate, the impact on what you do on the world at large. There's a lot of like deeper themes in One Piece, of course, but the primary thing go for the show is about fun, and fun in a very dangerous and crazy and unpredictable world. And some things that they do off the rip are very, very good. Like, I loved what they did with like the bounty posters. I thought that was cool. The tile cards, the tiles are great. The fights are actually, like, again, there are some moments where I saw, I'm like, okay, I'm not too sure, but overall they were good. Like the Sanji and Zoro versus Kurobi, and then the Fishman I thought was actually pretty damn good. Monkey D. versus Arlong was interesting too. Where, like, okay, you have Arlong, he's very, very strong. He says he can't really beat him, but he starts targeting the building itself. Arlong gets flustered, gets a chance to do the battle axe on Arlong, all kind of stuff. The acting I thought was spot on. I think that there are some actors, like some of the lesser roles, like Child Usopp. I don't think it's necessarily that great. Child Nojiko is not necessarily memorable, honestly. Um, like some random people here or there that like okay, like they're not important to the story at all. Honestly, like they're kind of like no names. They have no value. They have no value outside of just helping the story move along. But I would say that the acting was for the most part pretty good. I don't have a problem with acting at all. The story I thought was for what they did. I thought that was, and it is what it is. The Marines do get a lot of love compared to the manga and the anime, which I think is very interesting. I can't think it's a bad move at all because are some things left out? Yes, like obviously, I want to see Don Krieg do some crazy shit. I want to see more of the pussyfoot maneuver against Luffy in open, in that like that sort of lane, that sort of column where they're fighting in before in the anime. I want to see Django hypnotize Luffy and company, and then Luffy grabs the entire ship and actually yeets that shit. I definitely want, well, not definitely. Yo, Saku and Johnny are pretty funny too. I want to see more of them. We only see one real big sea creature, and that's the Lord of the Coast. There's no Momu. There's no other gigantic creatures that we see in the entire show. We just have the Lord of the Coast. So one of the things that's, of course, it's hinted at, and we see with Lord of the Coast, but there's crazy animals that are all around the area. They're all in the area, but we don't see any of that stuff. So there are things that I thought, yeah, the moonwalk, right? Boom. But again, like there are certain things I knew like they had to go, but things were axed completely, which is jarring at first. But again, going into it, you already know they're gonna make some changes. Okay, friend, fine, you get used to it. What they add in return, I think, is like a Marine fanboy's wet dream. They give Kobe, they give Helmeppo, they give Bogart, and they give Garp and the Marines a lot of love. Like Garp trying to actually stall Luffy's progress into entering the Grand Line and being a pirate, trying to like make up for it. Okay. Lovely. Oh yeah. So here's one thing I will say, right? The flashbacks I thought were pretty good. Actually, you think very good. The Sanji flashback I think is actually very, very good. Like very, very like powerful flashback. But they didn't do the Sanji flashback the same way they did the other flashbacks. With the other flashbacks, they're kind of like done incrementally in a certain moment. Like you have Zoro doing the well climbing and he's doing the Batman shit, the Deshi Basara thing. And then you have this flashback kind of flash in there. You have Wild trying to escape. You have Usopp flashback, you know, that kind of coincide with yeah, Usopp flashback kind of flashing like the same way, same Luffy as well. Like Luffy's flashback takes 2 episodes to get through. 2 episodes to get through that one flashback. Sanji's is all one go. It's simple, and they kept true to the manga, which I was very good, where he does eat his own leg. No, Zoro, I thought that was actually a good thing. I actually like how they did Zoro's flashback. Because to me, one thing that I have a problem with a lot of times is like how the flashbacks, they kind of come in at odd times, and times that really, honestly, times that honest to God, really give away the story to come. Like, you know a villain is going to lose when they get their flashback. That's like a standard, right? They get the flashback, it comes in, okay, they're gonna lose, easy. Like now it's time for them to be defeated. Like whether it was King the Wildfire, whether it was Kaido, whether it was Dofi had like flashback arcs and segments, you know, so a bit different there. Horty Jones, Caesar Clown. It's like, yeah, nigga, like we know. We know. It's happening. But I like the fact that they did for Zoro. I can't remember now. For Zoro and for Luffy a lot. Sanji's just true to form, but it's fine because they're focusing on Sanji at that point in time, and they want to hear his story, and it's already downtime as it is, so that's fine. Makes sense to me. What else is there? Acting is really good. The fights are overall for the most part good, very good. At times. The settings are great, man. Like the settings are great. Like this, man, that's where the vast majority of their budget went to, and it's very, very obvious. The settings are really good, undeniably. But you can see how even in these last 6 episodes, we go to what? We go to Nami's hometown, but we still go back to Baratier. We still follow now, like when Luffy comes already there, in comes Garp afterwards. Like, yo, good music, good music, good music. But man, like there were moments I really wanted to see that they did not manifest. Like even in this section, they did not manifest at all. Like one of the coolest things was the walk. Like you have the music playing, you have the guys lined up. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 dun dun dun. Like there was no walk, baby, but there was that pose though. The pose that they have between when Luffy says it's time to go. Oh, that slapped. Oh, that slapped, man. That slapped. That slapped. When Yosaku and Johnny stopped the villagers actually going to Alon Park. Ah, man, that was kind of cool too. Well, that was cool in the anime manga, I think. But yeah, that being said. There are some things I think are negative. I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't deny that. And I did call them when I kind of saw like weird combat stuff. That I was like, what the fuck's going on here, really? But this is very good. This is I think I'm gonna hold my own for this. I think that this is a 8.5 out of 10. I think that it's an 8.5 out of 10. In fact, I'll even do it. Hold on, let me see here. The close-ups were weird, true. I won't deny that. I will not deny that. Nope. Arlong was, and that's the thing about that is the thing about this show, man. It's like Arlong with his Timberlands was at one point just chilling with, yo, where is it again? I got it, yo. Like him and his boys having a good time at the fucking fair. He pulls up to Nami like, yo, Nami, pull through, Nami. Yeah, look at you. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about, bruh? Nah, yo. Like, this shit was funny, man. Like, honestly, if you didn't find any of this show funny, then there's a good chance that this ain't for you, period. Like, full fucking stop. Like, full fucking stop, man. Oh, yeah, Zoro never escaping. Zoro never escaping the allegations. Never. Yeesh. Dun, dun, dun. What? Yeah. No. Nah, too aggressive. It has a 96 on Tomatoes. Fuck me, man. Yo, the casting for Beckman is actually spot on. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Beckman is perfect. He's fucking flawless, dude. You have lost your damn mind if you think that Beckman was a bad. Like, Beckman is actually perfect. Like, the real Ben Beckman would have a gut like that, like, unironically. The real Ben Beckman would be just as, like, porkly. Absolutely, without a doubt. You must be smoking. Bro, Mihawk, oh my god, dude. Mihawk got unbelievable sauce, man. Mihawk looked like he was unironically one of the greatest fucking characters of all time. Like, it was like, dude, what the hell just happened to this guy? Mihawk looked amazing. Amazing. Okay. Let me do this. Yes, you already know, baby. You already know. Actually, let me do this too. Let me do one last thing. Don't need so much. All right. So, on that note, that is it for today's stream. Okay. Had a good time. I'm making sure I get this tweet up. I'm gonna try and do more of this kind of stuff, though. I'll be real with you, Vimeo. After this week, Vimeo has been rubbing their hands together slowly. All right. Like, what? King's doing another stream outside of Wednesday and Saturday? Slow down. I just want to get to know you. That wallet's got to turn around. Like, fuck, man. Let me breathe, dude. All right. Oh, I could. Ooh. I could do a rewatch of Ronin Kenshin. I could. Why can't I spell? Why is my brain this way? Slow down. I just want to get to know you. Let me see here. All right. Baki next. Yo, listen, stop. It's time. All right. Listen. It's Monday. It's not Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. I'm sorry. It's not Wednesday and it's not Saturday. It's Monday. Or I guess now it's Tuesday, all right? So it's time. I gave you 5 hours and we're good to go. That's a full stream right there. So, on that note, I'll be back at it again on Wednesday for Baki. That's right. And the usual shows, no doubt. I think that coming up for this fall, we are going to have a lighter schedule, but that's a time to get to a lot of the Patreon stuff and also get to some, I want to get to some more live action content. Well, not, when I say live action, I mean, I want to get to more reaction content outside of anime manga. Because, spoiler warning, I have not seen, wait, what's the show called? Kung Fu Panda. I have never seen Kung Fu Panda. I see clips, but I've actually never seen Kung Fu Panda. We can try and roll through Kung Fu Panda. I need to catch up to Stranger Things. I can try to do that then, at that point in time. Seasons 1 through 4. What else do I need to watch? Probably a lot, dude. Yeah, I never saw Kung Fu Panda, bro. Never saw it. Never saw it. Never saw it. What else have I? I mean, there's so many things out there I have to see in my life, but either way, this is there. I mean, I've already seen. I already saw that years ago. I love Kung Fu Hustle. That shit's great. Rick and Morty. I was never really my speed, but maybe. Again, we'll think about it because I want to branch out more and do other things like that. But when we start getting there, I'll let you know. All right. Gonna be a busy-ish. Well, I guess I was busy last few months as it was, so I need to kind of slow down a few things. But time flies, so we'll get things done. So, yeah, I'm gonna do Kung Fu Panda live if I can. All right, no doubt. So everyone, that's it. Yeah, no, there's a lot of shows to watch, but overall, One Piece live action, this has been great. This has been outstanding. We do need to finish the Patreon poll stuff. I think that should be the priority though. So we finish. I need to watch this Kaguya War movie. Then to get to then I need to get to Kaji soon. All right. So on that note, I mean, I like kung fu movies. So if they're good, but yeah, that's it. So on that note, lads, ladies, 8.5 right here. 8.5 out of 10. That is my rating for the One Piece Netflix live action.